I didn't hear. Okay. Oh, wow, everybody can hear us now too. All right, welcome in everybody. That's a little disconcerting, being able to just hear all of this happening. So we're just about to start hopefully the largest of all the qualifiers for the NMG tournament today.
This is a link to the past vanilla game, no major glitches speedrun tournament, which means the runners get to not only play in a big room together, but two of them get to step aside and play facing each other and have a good time, hopefully. We're about to do a countdown very soon.
All right. We will be underway in just a second, yeah.
This is a 22-person race, so we got our two on stage, Andy and Daaanty, and we also have 20 others in the other room playing together.
Well, we have like actual game audio here too. What is this? It is.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. All right, who gets to talk about pumping?
Yeah, I guess I can do that.
Let's go! All right, so the first thing you have to do in A Link to the Past is press a lot of buttons to get out of bed, because, you know, it's hard to get out of bed. And then you have to press a lot of buttons in certain directions to walk faster.
That's right. Not yet, though.
Not yet.
Maybe here.
Right now. So yeah, if you're going north or west and you reset your movement by slamming diagonals or the opposite cardinal, like side by side, then you can boost yourself to give yourself a better chance of walking 2 pixels instead of 1.
Yeah, it turns out this game has a sub-pixel based movement system that every time you change direction it resets, because it's like, oh, you're actually here. And it lets you move faster because the game's just constantly saying like, oh, here you go.
Yeah, and the first 2 dungeons you don't have boots, so if you want to go faster, that's really the only way to do it, besides having really clean movement. And clean movement includes things like walking in diagonals whenever you can, and going through doors without nudging them, just not slamming your shoulders into everything.
What's really fun is there's like a theoretical maximum to this, and we were playing with the true one-mind ROM hack last night.
Yeah, true one-mind meaning it swaps every other frame between the players, which means that you can just have one player hold.
Yeah, if you have both players hold specific directions, you just get air pumps for free.
I don't know why
it's very funny to watch because Link just like zooms around the screen.
I don't know why we're not all doing this. We could just have Andy and Daaanty do a one-mind.
That would be great.
Maybe next year.
I don't know how they would submit that. Who would get credit for that run? It's probably not.
It's the person who had control for one more frame than the other person.
Okay.
So Andy pulls a little bit of a lead in the escape. I didn't quite catch, but it was probably on the green guard that you had to kill for the key.
I'm going to go with that.
Daaanty did not charge his sword going in. You want to charge your sword so you can release it when you walk in. And this one you want to walk in and then charge your
Straight
sword.
roasted. Oh, okay. All right, that's actually pretty nice backup.
That's the rando strat if you play like casual boots. Because you don't necessarily get a blue boomerang in that chest.
Or 100%, actually.
That's true, where you also don't get the blue boomerang. And if you do, you have to reset. And then play a better category.
Hey now. All right, so coming up we have the ball and chain guard fight.
Yeah, we got 10 slash for Andy. 9 flash for Daaanty.
I think so.
There's 3 chests in the game that have the lamp, and in NMG you get this one because it's faster. You're already rescuing Zelda. The other one's in Link's house and Uncle chest.
That's right.
Oh.
Nice aggro.
Yeah, you can boomerang the guard or slash it. It doesn't look like Andy really lost time getting hit.
Yeah, damage boosts that don't go backwards are generally okay.
There's also something that you can do to save time. If you take enough damage, you will save lag frames on the cutscene at the end, but usually not enough to make up for the fact that you've taken damage.
Yeah, I think if you're down to 1 heart and you're in the beeping stage, then it cuts off somewhere around 40 frames.
Yeah, it's not quite the same amount as despawning your shield, which is 70 frames. And if
I think it's more, but you have to like take a hit to do it.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, it nets about 70
But you have
frames.
to take a lot of hits to get beep frames.
Yeah, so it's almost not worth. It's basically not. It's definitely not worth. So now that we've rescued Zelda, we backtrack a little bit through the castle, and we head to the throne room so we can escape through the basement.
Zelda talks to you a lot, and if you're used to not having text boxes, it can throw you off.
Like right here.
3 text boxes from Zelda here, or maybe it's 2. See, I don't even know.
Yep. We need Zelda's help to push this mantle, and also a lamp, apparently.
Yeah, she will refuse. She's afraid of the dark.
Yep.
If you don't have the lamp, she will tell you to go get the lamp and come back. But you can also...
Hey, they both got the same rat RNG.
Nice. No, this is the snake RNG room. All right.
All right.
Correct, I think. Daaanty just going through them. That's fine, too.
You got like 3 more hits. You're good.
Yeah, they're not in danger. It's just getting hit slows you down. We'll worry about danger later.
In this room, you can do more pumping, even though like normally air pumping is only kind of good. If you're walking through a tile that slows you down, like shallow water or grass or something like that, you can do air pumps, and they actually like basically give you like full walking speed.
Yeah,
So they're very, very good.
because it's so slow, it's usually like a 2111 pixel cycle, and you're resetting it to 2 every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good to pump. So you want to walk to the right here to skip a text box from Zelda. You'll still get that other text box. Both of them do it correctly. If you're in rando, you're diagonaling to save movement frames, but if you're in NMG, you have to skip the cutscene. So nobody gets any lag frame saving in this one. So that's okay. I expect to see both runners get Sanctuary Heart. You usually do in races, and you also usually do if you are not at full health coming out of the escape.
Andy says no.
Oh, nope. It's because I said that Andy said. Oh, he's telling Daaanty. Oh, no! There's no honor among thieves. Daaanty gets the Sank Heart. He needs every advantage. Because that 6 seconds that Andy says definitely won't be made back anywhere else in the run.
No.
We've run out.
Those 6 seconds are gone forever. Oh, have fun with this one, Daaanty. There's like a minimum height you can enter that screen at to get the guard to walk in a favorable movement pattern that you saw on Andy's side. And Daaanty was too low, and that's why he was walking towards us.
Oh. No. This is why we get Sank Heart.
Good thing we got Sank Heart.
We have a tradition.
We wouldn't be dead yet.
If we ever see the player who got Sank Heart on 1 heart, we always thank Sank Heart because they would be dead without it. There's some rupee farming you can do here. Daaanty did not get the rupee, but we'll probably get a red rupee drop at some point in the run. You want to get some rupees to make sure you have enough for the first Dark World dungeon that requires 110 rupees to enter. And there's a few ways to get the bulk of that. One of them is to pull a bunch of trees and get the tree pull prize over and over again. Well, not over and over. You get one just to reset it and then one to get the reds.
Right.
If you don't want to deal with that, you just go to the back of Saha's closet and get the 100 that's there. But that's not 110, so you need to get some drops to not have to farm extra rupees on the way to pod.
Yeah, we need 4 rupees minimum. We like having 9, so we don't have to like go out of our way to get an extra blue. That's kind of inconvenient.
Ooh, Andy's trying to save the 7, like the whatever frames.
That boomerang saves 3 frames.
3 frames, thank you.
They're very important.
That is.
We're back to full health though.
Honestly, that might just save Daaanty's
I was going
life.
to call out earlier. Shout outs to Daaanty for remembering he has a boomerang.
That's true. Daaanty's usually a melee build, so he doesn't fight with long-range weapons.
When you play swordless a bunch, you just get used to like walking around stuff. So
Although sword is a melee weapon, so maybe that's not an accurate assessment.
You got a lot of run to go, Daaanty.
If Daaanty stuns the Popo, I think usually you want to slash it just to get the chance of a rupee drop.
It depends.
But, okay, it's fine if you're on the green is what better runners than me are saying. I got
one.
Yeah,
that we don't need.
I think that was a stun prize rupee too.
It was.
Yeah, I got Area in the back of my ear telling me things to make me sound better and smarter.
All right, so we got anti-fairy skip. Very nice.
Yeah. That's a hard, don't let anyone tell you that's
got the
easy. That's a
sideways
hard
one
trick.
too. I don't know why he's swagging out here.
Because
He's like 10 seconds behind.
not only do you have to do it, but if you do it right, you can get a good trajectory and not lose a ton of time.
You can actually kill the Popo on the side with that pot. And it gives you another chance at a rupee drop. Yeah, we got all sorts of fun tricks in this speed run that you don't get to see in Rando anymore.
All right, we got the anti-fairies. They're not touching, that's what you want to see. If you go through that pot room fast enough.
Fairy AF.
Yeah, you get a good anti-fairy. AF is short for anti-fairy, just so you know.
Yes, that's what it stands for.
This is speed gaming. All right, Daaanty has more familiar
I believe in you, Andy. You can do it.
anti-fairies.
We're just getting money. That's fine.
That's worth it, right? I've been told not to go out of my way for red rupees, but I also understand when you're in a race and you don't want to go to pod and have 109. So, yeah, Daaanty doesn't.
How else are you gonna do the swag red rupee skip?
All right, Daaanty gets the arrow drop and the heart.
He almost did it.
I thought about it. Yeah, there's a few ways to do this fight, and some of them are easier than others.
That was a beautiful bait. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right, well, now that we've wasted like 11 minutes of everyone's time.
We're gonna get the boots and actually start playing the game.
Yep.
And you can see whether they're going to get the back of closet rupees by how they talk to Sahasrahla. If they talk to him face to face, that they're not going to get them, but if they whisper in his ear, they are.
That's right. Well, typically. Sometimes people forget.
Sometimes people have a change of heart halfway through the text.
I mean, you could just like go whisper to him and then turn around and leave.
So this is the first glitch of the game. Spin speed is one of the minor glitches you can do, and it's also one of the Japanese 1.0 exclusive glitches. One of the reasons we run on that version, that the other one being text boxes being much faster than in English.
Looking good so far.
Yep. Not only a successful spin speed, but also just clean movement on the screen. It's pretty hard to control Link when you're in that 4 pixels per frame movement and not bounce all over the place.
Yeah, everything changes about basic movement in this game once you hit this point.
Gee,
Wait.
I wonder why.
Well, what's interesting about the boots is that
Oh,
getting the actual spin speed activation is tricky sometimes. It's like a two-part thing. First is the actual spin itself, and then you have to walk off of the stairs in a particular way.
yep. Andy almost saved time with that spin speed.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Daaanty probably will. Yeah, that looked like a good spin speed for him.
Worthy attempt.
You don't have to do it. These are both very optional spin speeds, but when they return to the screen later in the run, they'll do a spin speed that looks like that, but is actually not very optional.
It's also optional, but much less so.
Technically optional. Only do it in the glitchless speed run.
Andy, Daaanty, we don't need to get a race game. This is not 100%.
Wait, did we almost go to race gear?
I mean, we just like jumped off the ledge.
Okay.
So now that we have the Book of Mandora, we are headed to the next dungeon.
There's a lot of dash line movement going on here. Like, the places they're dashing are very deliberate, and you have to learn them. If you dash in the wrong places, you'll lose tons of time. You might nudge on things, get hit by guards.
Yeah.
And then the desert, this dash here, you don't want to go too far out.
There's also a lot of really cool slope, like using the slopes here is also like a very nice like optimization.
Yeah,
Dashing
like,
against slopes is extremely fast.
it's like snowboarding.
Dante's gonna bonk here.
Oh yeah, cancel. So those light world
You
ledges.
just learn those spots.
Those light world ledges don't. They have like a little notch in them that you'll bonk on, and it's different from the dark world ledges. Like if you ever dash to Maze Race, you'll bonk, but if you dash to Dig Game, you're fine.
Is that just a thing? Like
But, yeah.
they're always different?
I think the light world is just constructed from different tiles in the dark world.
Now, is that pre-Aga Light World or post-Aga Light
It's
World?
the same. It's the tile set.
I am 100% certain that the slopes that you meander around that we were alluding to earlier with Usain Bolt are different.
They're the same.
I
It's the
don't.
enemies that are different.
I have definitely like almost clipped into the tree trying to get to the thing.
Well, you got spin speed.
I'm doing something wrong apparently.
You're not playing a category where you're allowed to clip into the slope, which is way more fun. All right. Anyway, we're in a dungeon. We got big key of desert and some cannonball RNG that does not allow you to just dash through it. So Daaanty has to.
He could almost just dash back,
Yeah.
but not quite.
He might have been able to frame roll those cannonballs. Frames are basically every 4 frames they'll check for hit detection, and if you get lucky, you can just skip hit detection enough times to not get hit when you're moving at high speeds.
We already DM'd Clear Mouse. Perfect.
Nice. Yeah, we have a boss fight coming up that is famously difficult in the sense, not that you'll die necessarily, but that you can lose a lot of time if you haven't practiced it for hundreds of hours.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. This spin speed is not really as dangerous as it looks. You have a menu buffer, and out of the menu you can hold upright and get into desert a little bit faster. But if you don't do that correctly, you will.
It's definitely on the optional side.
Yeah, like Daaanty isn't losing that much time just dashing here. Purple Room is a little bit obnoxious just because the last 2 that you kill have RNG that can affect the speed of the room, like how the 2 move apart from each other.
Yeah,
And
if they split up like that.
Yeah, and they had no choice but to just chase them down individually. Whereas Daaanty got to
Daaanty
stay
got
mostly in the
nice
center
and
of the
lucky.
room.
We are short 1 rupee though.
Andy has enough. Maybe you can
Andy's
donate
good.
1 to Daaanty. Let's go. We got Andy standing up to stare down Daaanty right before land ball does. All right. That was 2-1-3 for Andy in phase 1, and
Uh-oh.
this phase doesn't count.
We're getting off script a little bit.
A 4 cycle for Andy. I think this is the 3rd cycle for Daaanty. These are kind of weird patterns. Am I right about that?
Yeah, those were that like little tiny juke to the left was like super rude because it just barely dodged that arrow.
Is this a 5 or a 6 cycle for Daaanty?
5, I think.
Okay. That's 1 less than he said. What is that dash? Andy.
Casual cactus dash.
Cactus dash. All right.
All right, now we're off to collect our 3rd and final pendant.
And this is also another one of those 1.0 exclusive glitches. This is also like the first place where you can soft lock your run. This is the fake flipper screen. And it's also a whole bunch of slope dash tech where you have to like make sure that you don't get bounced upward by 1 pixel and then hit the pickle.
That's right.
And then you have to hit that portal, which has a impossibly small hitbox, without hitting the impossibly large Zora hitbox.
And also, not get hit by anything else.
Yeah.
Cause all manner of problems. Why are we going for
What
the...
happened there? Is that normal?
It's wrong category, Andy.
Burn is not
All right,
normal.
both runners make it through. No accidental saving quits today.
Nothing can go wrong. with
Nice
the
pickle
light
shot. Hey, we got our rupee. Let's go.
Wow. I think that's a 50-50 bush crab down there.
It is.
So Daaanty is on track to not have to do any extra farming for pod.
That's right.
When you rescue the old man, you want to walk close to the pit to get a little bit of normal movement speed for a little bit. But if you walk too close, you'll just fall.
Yeah, you want to be in pit state when you walk past it.
But not in pit.
Nope.
Spin speed. This spin speed is basically required because you want to spend as little time on this part of the mountain as you can.
It is the longest spin speed in the game.
Is that really longer than... oh, because you're also doing it here. Yeah, definitely
Yes.
longer. Well, you can have a longer spin speed by having trouble getting into the Turtle Rock portal.
It's true.
Little, quick hopping north. So if you hop off ledges and you tap A and you have the boots, you can hop faster, skip some of that teeter animation. Doing it on north ledges is actually really difficult because you have to be facing sideways to do it.
Correct. You have to do this weird little like
Little
jog
shuffle,
sideways.
yeah. If you have a really long north ledge, you can like walk along it on a diagonal and it's fine. But if it's a short ledge, then it's very hard to do.
We get more pumping in this dungeon.
It looks like Andy's gonna go for coffee break. It's
Nice
good.
boom dash.
Saves time.
All right,
And
he's out.
Literally gets to take a break and sit next
Hey,
to me. I'm
how's it
joined
going?
by Andy. How are you doing? Do you want to put on the mic and have an interview?
I don't know if it's on. It's not.
All right, see ya. Dandy looks like he's trying to do the boom dash, except he doesn't have boom out, and I'm really glad he's not actually trying to, because it would not be a boom dash.
When are you guys gonna come up with something worthy of being called mirror dashing?
Mirror dashing? That's how you can crash your game with mirror dashing.
Sick.
Yeah, if you like read a sign in the dark world at the same time that you mirror, you'll crash your game.
Today I learned.
Oh my gosh.
What?
They already just said if you mirror dash in pit state and pod, you can set up water walk, which I guess it's because you're storing the pit state by mirroring out. I'm not really sure. I guess because you're also dashing. So it's a water walk, which makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense,
But
actually.
where are you going to take a water walk from pod? That's some tech. I can't wait to see that used. It's for entrance. Okay.
Does Telethar have like a pace spin about this?
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Okay. So Andy just missed the bomb jump and has to do the walk of shame back up. He doesn't really have a good way to hit that switch except by menuing to bow, so you might as well menu to mirror instead and mirror out. Oh.
All the bombs.
I didn't catch if Andy was going for the early bomb jump or just a normal one.
Yeah, falling during that bomb jump is kind of punishing.
It is very punishing. It's worse than normal dorm fall by a lot.
Well, we get to try again.
Daaanty going for safety hearts. Andy did not hit the switch. You will not have access to those. Has to do the fight on 2 hearts. You can get hit once. Yeah. Big golf clap for Andy. Second try.
Everything's fine.
Okay, he just learned this game.
He's a super veteran.
All right, Daaanty entering the
I heard
enraged
that.
face. Oh, very nice.
Nicely done.
Time for the reverse stare down. Let's go. It is.
And Daaanty just said this game's hard. Andy is, oh, please don't north, that's
Okay.
south dash. Okay, good. Keeping this cool. You often end this fight with a side-to-side dash, but north to south, you can just get hit and lose the jousting match,
That's right.
which you don't want to do on half a heart.
There's another optional spin speed that you can do leaving Tower of Hera, but Daaanty was being threatened by a dead rock, so understandably elected to not do that.
Andy just despawned the dead rock.
Also an option.
So we have our tree rupees. This first one is, you do need them, but it's also just mostly to reset the tree
Okay.
rupees. Okay, because we're not firing that arrow. You have to kill 4 enemies.
We're going for, oh no!
Okay, we're fine. You have to kill 4 enemies before your next tree pull without getting hit. If you get hit, you have to start over. You have to pull the tree and then do it again. Andy had so many rubies.
We've got double pickle shots here. What is this? I can't endorse this.
Yeah, I don't know what drop they were on. Sometimes people will do pickle shot just to avoid like losing the drop from the bird. Oh, no!
Well, now we get to see the backup.
Yep. That's unfortunate. Oh.
Yeah, so ordinarily the way that this works is if you were counting after we pulled the first tree, Andy shot the pickle and then dashed through one of the birds and a bush crab, and then we were going to kill, I don't know what is happening over there.
Andy is untangling his earbuds.
So now Daaanty's going to kill this guy, and that should be enemy number 4.
He did lose the arrows. You're supposed
Goodbye.
to dash through the
Goodbye,
bird,
arrow
but
drop. You don't have to.
Yeah.
And now we get reds.
If you dash through enemies, they don't drop their item, which is something you use on purpose in the next dungeon.
So now Andy doesn't care about that guy.
I like that bomb that appeared just to threaten him, even though he was already hit. So he pulls this one, it's blue, and he has to do it
Yeah,
again.
so here's the backup. We kill this guy. Yeah, go to the right.
Oh, okay. Yes.
There we go, kill that guy.
Kill that guy.
There's another one, that one works too. So there's 3. And then we're gonna kill a 4th guy Daaanty just killed right there. And then we pull the tree in the courtyard. He didn't need to shout YOLO, it was fine.
One of the cool things about an NMG race is the comms are allowed to help the runners.
Close enough.
I see a lot of lag and red rupees. There's so much lag.
I mean, we need money, so like not much we can do about it. Yo, that worked. We take those.
So Andy has to do this. Andy has to do this part without beams, which makes the fairy skip harder. So the second room or the third room in Castle Tower, you really want to kill the enemies by dashing through them and not by slashing them, because you don't want them to drop their prize. You want the prize to drop
Let's go.
later. All right, ding dong, dash. That's what this room's called when you do that.
Oh, and then we just don't care. All right.
And then hammer jump is prey, because you don't want the mini Moldorm there, or the mini Helma to drop the fairy.
I think you wanted that heart, Andy.
Yeah, he says.
Fair enough.
And he says sword beams can go away.
Sword beams do actually make the maze room that Andy's in much more difficult to navigate. But they make the next rooms after that so much nicer that it's worth it.
Guess we're just doing it.
It's fine.
Yeah, the spear that the guard throws counts as an enemy, so if he manages to throw a spear,
For whatever
you wanna
reason.
Actually, you want to like eat the spear rather than let it hit a wall, because you have to wait for it to hit the wall.
Comfy RNG in Circle of Pots for Daaanty.
Andy's doing a strat.
That is a good backup
that's-
for that right there.
Done.
One more catwalk to go. You're doing good.
Oh.
We have no way of knowing what the other runners are doing.
Yeah, if Ari wasn't right behind me, I'd expect to see some like light world times pop up in the race room.
Yeah, Ari just gives everybody what his split time is going to be. They're usually accurate.
And they're usually 1 minute before you actually get to that point.
I mean, that's just it's more convenient to do it at the start of the cutscene than the end.
They didn't even get past the
So this part of the run is RNG and it's not seeded.
Yeah, we get to have a whole lot of fun here.
Daaanty has had 2 already, I think. 3.
Our camera feed's not mirrored.
Oh, that's true.
That's gonna be very confusing.
We got this. I already lost count.
Four on Daanty's side.
Okay.
I think Andy's still at 1.
Six.
Is this gonna be the 15?
Is it live?
It's too early to be calling those sorts of things, unfortunately. 7?
7. Oh. Andy's showing off his superior skills to
8.
8.
9. Perfect.
These are all Daaanty now.
I just want another 15, man. I'm tired of Steven having all the glory.
Yeah, exactly.
No!
Well, the funny thing is 14.
He can still get 11.
14 and 15 are
Never
the same
mind.
odds, but 14 sucks.
Yeah. Yay!
It's still 124 then.
This run can still 124, he says.
Yeah, you could just put Airy up there.
The airy celeb shot. All right, everybody in chat, wave hi to Clifford.
All right, we have a fun game we like to play on the screen, which is to watch how high Kiki hops when he hits the switch.
Yeah, it turns out that Kiki's assigned, what, just some random number between
Yeah, it's
0
just
and 32?
random number of pixels, and we simplify that to low, medium, high.
Ready?
All right, that's a
That's medium.
like low mid. A really high hop will put Kiki's feet at the top of the text.
That's right. He can basically touch the top of the screen.
That basically
It doesn't change anything, by
If
the way.
Daaanty
The
gets that-
cutscene is the same length no matter
Oh
what
yeah,
happens.
but if Daaanty gets that, it will make up for getting 9 blue balls.
Yeah, we originally thought that like lower hops were better because they'd be faster, and then we found out that they're at the same time. So now higher hops are good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Andy says, Airy, teach me the hover route.
There you go, Rise, go to.
Oh. He's already doing it wrong. Big hop for Daaanty. He had feet at the top of the text.
Yeah, we recently labbed out a new way of navigating this dungeon that normally has like a whole bunch of trips through like grabbing a key and mirroring back to the beginning because it's faster than backtracking. And we found out that it's possible to hover through the railing in the giant main hub room, grab a small key, and then hover to the other railing that has the big key after you pick up this big key right here.
You can save, I think, 4 seconds doing that.
5 or so, yeah.
Or 5 if you're really good.
And then you use that to stay clipped into the railing so that you can then just like walk off the pit or like walk off the ledge and then go back to the door and still be in the main hub without having to mirror and walk through the front again. It's exceedingly difficult to do because they're both like multi-directional hovers and
Andy,
Bomb jump,
very
good.
nice. Minimal buffers, hammer jump.
And now that we have the hammer, we can get to the back of the dungeon.
The hammer also allows us to leave the area. Like, the vanilla game locks you in this section before you get the hammer.
That's not true. We can go to Catfish.
That's true.
For all the good it does
I
us
saw
right now.
somebody do that in an NMG run once just because they forgot their route.
Nice. May as well take care of it, I guess.
Yeah, you never know. It might have something good. Oh.
We're just gonna get some arrows. It's okay. Having beams here is actually very, very helpful. Because we're gonna, once this wall finishes moving, we're gonna go downstairs, and we're locked in by a bunch of moles, so we use the hammer to get through that, and then we have to flip a switch on the other side of some pegs.
Oh, double menu. What is this, one mind? Well,
there we go.
having beams is sometimes helpful.
So yeah, having beams helps from not having to like menu to the bow or the boomerang. You can actually menu to the boomerang and throw it from a couple of different places.
It's worth getting the hearts. It is actually a time save. If it gets
No
you the
problem with
beams.
turtles. Actually, that was really good. Getting through that little spike puzzle.
That spike
Yeah.
is not as tall as it looks, so you can dash through the top of it and be safe.
I think that was a key dash, Andy.
Oh, I love shaming people for not recognizing key dash. If you land on the right pixel, it's every 4 pixels is a key dash, which means you can dash through the door and unlock it without canceling your dash and go right through.
Which is doubly useful here because not only do you just like run directly through the door faster, but you don't have to slow down and re-slash your sword to do the fight.
Nice fight.
That Andy did very, very well. Yo, nice turtles, Daaanty. Let's go.
Let's go. They're now tied at hearts.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah. That might have been a
That was also a key dash.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so we didn't talk about this fight. Helmet takes 17 hammer swings to break his mask. And then, are you actually mashing? Yeah, okay.
And Andy is, you can't see this on the camera, but Andy has craned his neck over to watch Daanty's Helmasaur fight and is looming over the screen.
There we go.
Nice fight. Especially well done considering Andy was looming over him the whole time.
So we use spin speed to make that fight a lot easier because it changes the size of the hammer hitbox. And it actually makes it possible. Is it completely impossible to hit
Oh, no.
Helmasaur after the mask is broken without?
Oh, you can hit him. It's just
It's like frame
you
perfect
have
or something,
to-
and he's also like moving around and stuff.
We used to have to do that in all Dungeons RMG.
Well, I meant without like the sword poke to like prevent you from.
No, you can
walking too far.
totally just hit him, but you have to. You want to go into the corner a little bit. Like it's not. You don't center yourself. You can hit him. It's just very tight.
Okay.
Very dangerous.
I don't really know how to do it consistently.
It's not something you should be doing.
No, it
You
isn't.
can avoid it.
I did try and learn it just in case, but yeah. Oh yeah, you can also use the hammer to. Did we talk about item dashes?
Item dash. No, this is our first one.
All
so
right, that was it. All right.
you press A and item at the same time, just like crashing your game with the mirror.
Oh yeah, we talked about boom dashing.
Oh, that's right.
You can do that with the hammer too. It's
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay, this is a heck of a screen. Wow.
Bit of
the
a traffic
enemy
jam.
killed the other enemy. It's not.
don't look,
something to say
Requiem.
very much.
Requiem of Spirit is convinced that grabbing that stump while talking to Stumpy to get the shovel is faster.
Yeah, it probably does save lag frames on the text, but okay, I love
2 digs. All right, who
First
had
crack
that?
at game.
All right, so now that we have the flute, we need to take it over here to Kakariko Village so we can use it.
We have to do the spin speed that is
We-
basically
that we
required.
talked about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this guard right here is
I'm promising
annoying.
you, the collision does not change.
It was that collision where you go around the corner that I swear is different. Like I've hit the corner of that tree and been on the wrong side of it. I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is it's pre-Aga, but I don't know these things.
only get one dig. Yeah, on the wrong
One
side,
dig.
though. Right? Is that normal to dig in that direction?
No.
Okay. Link is just having a conversation with the tree while the flute boy goes away.
All right. Now that we've taken care of that, we're off to the next dungeon, which is not actually the second dungeon in the Dark World. The reason we do that is because
The second dungeon sucks.
correct, but also Thieves Town, which is the fourth dungeon in the Dark World, contains the Titan's Mitt, and we need the Titan's Mitt to get the Tempered Sword, which is also right here.
It's very weird that the game tells you to go to. I understand wanting to.
It tells you to
the
go
hookshot,
back and like go get your flippers and go past catfish and all that stuff.
but it also thinks you should have like fire rod for this dungeon, which there's no torches in here. There's no reason to get fire rod. You can't even damage the boss with it.
I think it's just because it expects you to come through North Dark World
Oh, I see. It's like you get the hook shot and then go
and
just
go
follow.
around that way. Yeah.
But you don't have to. You can just do what the NMG does in Mire and use the.
Yeah, I
portal.
really don't understand why the game gives you so many options to like wander around the
Well,
world.
they must
and
have
not
known
go.
we would make a randomizer out of the game.
They must have.
Oh, that's a nice dash. That dash is if you're fast enough, you can do a dash that would normally hit the spark and skip the spark, just save a few frames. That's one of the key dashes you can just set up. Like the helmet key dash is one that you happen to land on.
Speaking of key dashes, oh wait, this is like the opposite of a key dash. Hey, let's go.
Well, it is a neutral dash. So
Yeah.
the point of a key dash usually is you want to be on the grid, which means aligned with basically any object in the game.
Yeah, very conveniently, like the game, you dash in increments of a half of a tile.
Game loves powers of two because
It
it's
does.
a game made in 1990 whatever, and that's how things were made.
I mean, that's still how things are made.
Oh, that's true. There's just like higher powers of two now. We can count past 255 now.
Correct. By several orders of magnitude.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
too early. You have to wait a little time before that dash, and Andy just maybe frames off.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Daaanty does get the stay on the grid, but RNG not too kind. This is what we in the business call shambles.
Nice free bomb.
Now that Andy's gone and done a bunch of things that we didn't bother to talk about, we have to rescue this maiden. Except not really. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. She tells you to take her outside, and if you take her outside, she complains.
Yep.
No outside, only take.
For everybody at home, you can dash past that Bari while it's electrified on the right side. But Andy's movement stuck in 2012, so.
Nice.
Apparently this is what the maiden means by outside, by the way.
Yeah, just into the light, I guess. Oh.
Have a sword.
Daaanty is not used to having a sword. It's a new concept to him.
All right, good fight on Andy's side.
All right, Daaanty getting one tile, showing that he's just a little bit slower in that room than Andy. You can dash out of the big chest fast enough to avoid any of the tiles falling.
You remembered the arrows, let's go.
Nice job. Oh, the hammer dash. Oh. Worth it?
That hammer dash is not worth. theoretically optimal. Yeah. All right, that's fine. We made it through. All right. Before we get the tempered sword, we have a little shopping trip.
It's
actually just robbery.
It's reverse shopping. You
Yeah.
walk into the store and you walk out with money.
We stole 300 rupees from a location known as the brewery. I'm not sure why. Okay.
That's true. There's barrels.
I'm not gonna fight it.
I like how we assume that the barrels are full of drinks and not like something else.
They could be like grain or other
Yeah.
foodstuffs or something. No, it's a
Explosives.
brewery. So now that we have the mitts, we were able to pick up the darker rocks, which gives us access to the smith, who in the dark world assumes the form of a bullfrog.
I think a lot of people don't realize that he actually is charging you 10 rupees to temper your sword.
What a bargain!
I know, it's at cost apparently, and which means that he's really selling these things at a big markup.
I
Yeah.
shudder to think of what it would be if we didn't save him from being trapped in the dark world for whatever reason. My favorite thing is like all the RMG categories where we go rescue the smith without getting the moon pearl, and he tells us, "You didn't change," even though we're very clearly a bunny.
Uh-huh. That's true. There's also some weird circumstances where you can like get...
Nope.
Oh. Yeah, we tried to go for the fence dash where you have to dash and move 1 pixel or 1 frame.
Slopes are fun mechanics, guys. Yeah, if you move on to a known good pixel when you do that dash, the way that the slope dash nudges, you get that boost that we were talking about trying to avoid earlier when we do fake flipper. But here it's good because it lets us nudge against the edge of the fence.
We also did a similar slope dash on the way to the castle, but that one was a little easier. You just allow yourself to nudge on the corner. It's not a
There's more forgiving pixels for doing that one.
This room is it's hard until you learn that you actually don't have to push the statue down as far as you might think.
That was the last pixel.
I think he had more left dash. Okay.
All right.
Fine. He almost didn't do that.
It's technically faster
It is.
if you can get it.
It looked like he did an
fully
RNG
correct.
read and changed his mind about it. Does he know about Fox Dash here? No.
Nope.
If you stay, if you like nudge the bottom of that top part, you can normalize the movement of the bottom ropa, so that
It's basically normalized both ways. What happens is Andy despawned the ropa, and
I
so
see.
it comes back from its original starting place. But it's not that big of a deal. They're in the same room again.
Yeah. I mean, I think Daaanty should just skip the fire rod and go
Yeah,
back.
you probably don't need that.
But it would be easier if he had already gotten the hook shot, for reasons I won't go into detail, because the no logic tournament is over.
Oh yeah. You just don't care about this entrance at all?
You sometimes you do. Depends. Oh, we're at both pot. Okay, I've heard of left pot and right pot. This is the first time I've seen both pot.
Yo, let's go.
What was that? Oh, what do you call that strat?
Skull Woods hover.
Okay.
She's like, what are you doing?
Oh, I was looking at.
We're
what
just
Andrew
saving bombs because we actually are short one.
That's true. The Skullwoods hover is a little weird because he has beams, and you don't actually want beams for the back of Skull, so he has to bleed damage somewhere.
Yeah, you probably should have just jumped in the pit, Daaanty.
Yeah. Don't be scared. You got Sankart. That's what it's for. The first place for this.
That's okay.
There we go.
We got hit by the fire snake. It's fine.
The first place you don't want beams is in the
All right.
mummy key.
Very nice, Joe Mummy's modified
Modified.
strat.
It's a magic saving strat. I guess Daaanty will be using Fire Rod on Mothula.
Maybe.
Maybe, or just trying to save 17 refill frames.
You got to use those. You
you
got to take advantage of all those swordless strats.
Swordless strats like doing back of Skullwoods.
Yes.
Yeah, and curtains already cut. He probably like has a strat for that room when the curtain's cut.
Andy, meanwhile, is going to take advantage of that flute that we activated forever ago.
Nice. I think he got a double.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Possible to get the Fire Rod splash damage to hit Moth after the Fire Rod hits Moth. And
Andy, you didn't flute again.
we'll be using the splash damage later.
Unless it just didn't make the noise.
The reason we're telling Andy he didn't flute is because the flute duck actually affects the splash damage height. And in the next dungeon in Ice, you want the splash damage to be at the normal height. So you want to use the flute in the light world. I think it does have to be in the light world. And it will set the value to a normal amount. But then when we go to Misery Mire later, we'll be setting the value to a high level so that we can hit a switch that's off screen 3 times.
Yeah, I think it actually resets it to 0.
We were having a debate earlier whether it resets the same as hard resetting the game. Like,
I don't know.
is it a perfect clear or is it just a different known value?
It makes the Fire Rod work the way you expect it to work, is what I get from it. We don't have Daanty's audio. We don't know if he used the flute or not.
Yeah, he's going for the quick warp. We didn't talk about quick warps, but when you are on certain like X coordinates, you will get a faster mirror transition. Daaanty,
You're gonna have to tell me what governs that. I don't actually know. I just
it's
know
like
where they
a
are.
grid of like 2 on, 6 off or something. And it's only on certain parts of the screen your camera's not locked left or right. But otherwise, I don't really know. And I don't know why it happens either. But one of the ones you can get for free is if you bonk when you're throwing the catfish rock in, it will put you on a quick warp pixel. And then
You have to do this dash here.
Oh, you do?
I think so.
I didn't know this. Yeah, it's affected by
It's like fairly normalized movement. Oh, it's not gonna work this time. We're too slow.
It's the camera. So things that affect the camera, including like whether you exited a cave or fluted to a screen, will.
I mean, it might still work. We'll find out.
I mean, the box it should be the
gotta be
same.
on the mirror though.
Yeah, you can quick flute, but it won't do anything. Oh, okay. Bail. Let's go.
All right, that works.
We have a name for that screen that I won't say out loud on Speedgaming.
Andy's antics were distracting us. We didn't get to see if Daaanty quick warped or not. Okay.
Daaanty did not quick warp.
Yeah, once you activate the catfish cutscene, it changes the way that the camera is affected by the screen shake from the bonk, so it just doesn't work. It's a very well-made video game.
Yes. Well,
It actually is.
It is a really good video game. That's why we're still playing it. It's why no major glitches is the main category. And even the glitch categories have bans because there's so many different ways you can play the game.
The game tolerates a surprising amount of abuse.
You have to do a lot to crash the game, like read a sign with the mirror.
Yep. Or, go the wrong place in VRAM corruption.
Yeah, or just go into the wrong room. There's literally a room that will just crash the game when you enter it. It's great. All right, we really wanted this bomb. Daaanty is afraid of IPBJ.
Fair enough. Are we gonna get? Well, Andy's almost there. We'll just let him show us what he's gonna do here.
Let's go. This deboost strat is super nice if you can pull it off.
Yep. All right. Hover number 1.
Hover time. Let's go.
Very nice.
Yeah, hover is hard to save time on that hover. But it does save a bomb and it saves a heart if that matters.
All right. So the hover score is 1 to 1.
Oh. You don't really
Shout
want,
outs to ice physics.
yeah, you don't want to lose beams in ice until...
I mean, it's mostly you just don't want to lose health because this fight is very dangerous.
Okay, a pro tip for Daaanty and anyone watching is the bomb hitbox is square, so your X position will not affect whether you actually get hit by your own bomb when it's in the corner there. So you might as well stand far to the right so that when you fall, you're in position to do the Stalfos room. There's no reason to go left. Nobody noticed Andy's double poke dash cold stare because Daaanty is clowning an Ice Palace.
All right, there we go.
All right, that is I'll let you decide who we're clapping for. Oh, both of them missing the same time gator.
It's a decent run so far.
Yeah, if you ignore the 9 blue balls and the Moldorm, not the Moldorm fall, but the Moon Pearl fall.
Yeah, if you take out that,
you take out Tower of
if you
Hera-
take out the like 40 seconds from having a bad fall in Hera, Andy's on like solid like 125 pace.
It's a good Dark World.
Daaanty not going for the Andy block.
Daaanty will block Andy after this race.
All right, now we get to choose a bunch of different.
Remember when I was talking about hit detection earlier? That hit detection only occurs every 4 frames. You don't want to dash into the bird because you can miss the hit detection frame and just miss the bird.
All right,
All right, we're alive.
we made it through.
We love seeing Cold Start die at the bottom of the screen. That means good things happened.
We didn't get a sleep catch though.
No. It's okay. We're about to do Swamp, and we have plenty of opportunity to swim in the text.
For those of you keeping track at home, that was another attempt at a quick warp.
You can get the quick warp on the way out too if you set it up right.
Well, yeah, his mirror is like super low, so
You won't, but you could.
should be easy to set it up. There we go. That's
Oh, I
probably
see.
good. It is
There
good.
you go.
Look at that.
Yeah, you see that little snap at the end? That's actually
Daaanty, he
safe
saved
time.
30 frames on you. You got to do something. Nope. This water skipper is just always.
You could menu buffer to hammer there to read the RNG of the water skitters.
That's right. All right. You're good, Daaanty. You saved a whole bunch of time relative to Andy on this overworld. He missed the bird. We got double zoomer shopping? No. Yes, this is boomer shopping. What's up, humbug?
Nice.
Not that way.
Nope.
Not rando.
No. You can try, but there's a door. Even if Specky Clip was legal, we don't have the hook shot yet.
I hope we find the
Yes.
hook shot soon.
Of course, Aries suggesting bomb spooky, which is
You could do that. That is legal.
throwing a bomb frame perfectly to hit the switch in the room above. We try to hit the switch, and well, we don't dash here. You want to be on the blue pegs. Wait, is this a thing? Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
You see something new every day. That looks good though. I mean, it's a
It did not
boomer-
save time.
It's a boomer meme, but it checks out.
We've graduated to 2013 now. Awesome.
The strat just got rusty.
Where were you in 2013 when we discovered better strats?
Nice. Harry says even Daaanty knows where to go.
It's only because he's watching Andy. I love Swamp.
It's a barrel of laughs.
Okay, they're even on hearts now.
Perfect.
All right, let's see Andy or Dante's switch. I'm sure it will be much more normal.
Nope.
Not with that RNG.
Barry's has other ideas.
I guess we're going down.
No. This is not going to end well.
It almost looked like he was going to set up for an illegal glitch, but he's not. Yeah. No, you can't see it necessarily, but that's a hook dash, and the hook dash lets you pick up the pot instantly. I don't know why he's dashing in the water there. There must be a reason. Is it normal to be on bombs?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we normally just stay on hammer here. One of the few item dashes that doesn't do anything.
Bomb dash does something in other categories.
Really?
Yep. It lets you normalize where you move after placing a bomb for things that would otherwise be frame perfect.
So close.
Probably won't zero cycle,
Oh.
but at least it's a fast one.
There's a lot of things that go into making that fight work.
You have to do a bunch of, I think you have to do a hook dash, and you have to hook the puffs in a good order.
You not only have to do, you have to do a sword out hook dash to start. It's only 4.
Oh,
I could have swore it was more than that, but I guess that makes sense. As long as you don't put your sword away, essentially. And then you just keep rehooking and keep holding your sword in essentially the same glitch state as the Helmosaur fight.
it's one of those things where you twist your hand around to play the piano instead of playing the game. I thought he was going to go for the chest, too. The chest has what, like...
It's
20
a red
rupees?
rupee, yeah.
Yeah. I love the junk items in Swamp are rupees. Get the slope dash, though. Oh.
Good swim.
I think he could have squeezed that
it would
if
have
he
been
was
good,
on
yeah.
grid. That's okay. Like, people don't really die to Argus unless they're going for zero cycle and failing. Which, you know, they're going for zero cycle. So.
Oh, we got it. Let's go.
That's good. Let's go. Part 2. No. Not often you see a 0 and 2.
A valiant attempt.
Phase 2 doesn't count.
Just YOLO the quick warp. For this one, you missed it, man.
This is one of those stupid quick hops where you have to turn around very quickly.
There's actually a menu for that quick hop. So now we have the Ether Medallion. We can get into Mire.
Andy actually catching his bird this time.
It's always good when that happens. But first we're going to go grab the ice rod that we were told about.
This is real boomer shopping.
Early
You can do
in-
this after You can do this anytime before TR.
The game tells you to do it right after Eastern Palace.
That's true. Sahasrahla's text box after you get the boots, it's telling you to get the ice rod so you can have a better Lambo fight.
Who's the authority on that?
No, Daaanty just missed the bird. Because he was in spin speed. And
I've never seen that happen before.
He was in spin speed and he moved 4 pixels per frame, and I think you have to do that in a normalized way to avoid missing the bird. And he didn't do that.
Okay.
He like paused and started moving again, which is usually bad news for setups like that. So he's giving the time back to Andy out of courtesy and
That's right.
sportsmanship.
Yep.
And, remember we were talking about the longest spin speed of the game? You can make it longer.
You could do it again, essentially. But then you wouldn't have hook climb. And who wants that? Oops.
Oh, I love seeing the bonk animation.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
especially the first frame.
I was 1 frame late. Cool.
Well, you got the important one.
Yeah. Okay. Dante's just gonna bird normally now. Oh, I would say we won that gamble. You wanna...
It was decent.
Yeah, that's another hit detection abuse where if you dash into an enemy like that, depending on where you are in the hit detection timer, you can get knocked back forward instead of backwards and save a little time. And if you're really lucky, you can go right through them.
Oh. Easy game.
Oh, nice.
Beating that Medusa shot is exceedingly tight.
It is tight. Is it also frame rule?
Potentially. I think you can beat it outright, but usually the way people beat it is
I get lucky.
by a frame rule, yeah. All right, what are we coming up on Torch's time? Anybody got the race room open? Where are we at? 106.21?
Oh,
Oh, Andy's got it. It's okay.
We've got a timer on the top of the screen.
You can only go right through them if you promise to bonk, yes.
That's true. You have to be ready for it. You have to believe.
I like how most of the vanilla item locations in this game take you to all the spots in the dungeons that rando players are just like, I don't want to do that.
I mean, they went through all this effort to make the game. We're still not doing half of Mire.
I mean, most of Mire is just like a bunch of loops with like keys to keep you from getting stuck, and then nothing. Oh, imminent death from Slugulus and whatnot.
Well, so Andy dashing through that spark, you want a menu there because you can reset the hit detection timer and give yourself better odds to go through it.
We're still in good shape, though.
Hook shotting there? Okay, that's fine.
The hook shot's there, good
Okay.
there, I think.
It's definitely not good when you're coming from the other direction.
No.
Very bad. That's an interesting strat. Andy just says 6 hearts is enough for a video, which is true.
Not wrong.
You only need 5, but it's easier with 6. And then anything more than 6 is placebo. If you're finding yourself needing 6, you're probably dying anyway.
I don't know. Like, there's movement to keep the third damage boost safer.
Yeah, it's definitely the difference between 5 and 6 is, you feel that. But the difference between 6 and 7 or 6 and 8 is not, it should not matter. It can, but usually it doesn't. So there's that splash damage abuse that we call spooky action at a distance. That we use the flute to set the altitude variable to hit the switch off screen. Oh, he moves inward. All right, so Andy's showing
It
us
worked.
why you only need 5 hearts. If you do it right, you only take 4 damage. I
Good
was
fight.
a little scared about that last hit. It's okay.
Daanty's gonna have 8 hearts for this fight. Oh, maybe 9. Super comfy. Yep.
Daaanty could do the fight twice, almost.
Well, now we've done 6 dungeons.
Like Daaanty could take an eyeball hit and then.
There we go,
still
we
do the
found it.
fight. Okay. I think Daaanty felt like he was maybe too far to the left to actually get the switch, so he backed it up.
When you're not used to, NMG runners usually use the menu to make it easier to tell if you're like well aligned with the pot before picking it up.
So Daaanty was too close to the spike when he used the fire rod, and the fire rod doesn't necessarily start at Link's nose. It actually does start a little bit farther away, as if he is holding out a rod. You know. So the rod appeared to go right through him. Nice juggle.
Shoutouts to Matt7898. Oh, we're done with our fun hook speeds. That's not true. We have one more.
Do we hook climb? Maybe 2 more?
We use it for the...
To leave Turtle Rock.
No, to do the peg puzzle.
Oh, well then there's 2.
Oh yeah, we do another one after
And-
the. Okay, we're alive.
He would have been fine.
Everything's fine.
He had 5 hearts. He's good. Like I said,
Yeah, we could have actually taken
he
another
could have
hit.
done. He could have done the fight after taking a direct eyeball hit. I love this.
It's not free.
Not free. That's a quick warp too. If you and you can't really see him.
You
doing
can't
this.
see it, but Andy is or should have
Item
done
dashed.
another item dash there to get a free quick hop off the ledge.
He'll quick hop first frame without pressing A, or he'll walk in and realize he missed the.
Correct. You can also be a maniac like me and do it in a way that you actually
You
get
get
super
spin
speed.
Yeah, and maybe save 2 frames, or just like.
It's like 10.
You eat yourself off the side and never do it again.
You can't eat yourself.
Oh, okay, we're good.
All right then. Hello, Barry.
So that bar is the reason you want to enter TR with beams, but sometimes you just don't. You're not allowed to.
Yep.
So. The people in the audience are debating about whether Andy and Daaanty will accidentally qualify for this tournament, which is pretty funny. Okay, we're good.
Hey, we made it through.
Well, Andy made it out as if he had done the damage boost, and he's getting the Requiem magic at Requiem.
Is Requiem in this qualifier?
Maybe?
We'll let him know afterwards. Actually, no, that's not true. We won't.
You can watch the restream. Andy is hoping to get a fairy drop here. Did we? I don't think he. One of them. Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Yeah,
All right,
if you're
we're
getting
back.
dead rock, you might as well get the fairy. Also, there's some illegal clipping you can do to get around that, but not allowed.
What do you mean? That clipping is definitely allowed.
It's only a couple pixels into the wall. It doesn't count.
Subpixel abuse. Almost. It is not free. All right, now that Andy is a third of the way through Turtle Rock, we should probably talk about that dungeon too.
Yeah. This is the RNG that is in theory optimal, but first of all, if you do it right, you lose out on the drops. And second, it's hard to do. So Andy does it in a safe way that gets him the drops and also doesn't slam his face into a laser beam.
Getting both the good drops there is
Yeah, I think I was
not bad. Considering all of the rest of the enemies in the large variety pack were very nice to Andy throughout the entirety of the Dark World, you know, it's the least the game could do. Force him to lose time.
So one of them didn't do fairy skip and they got the heart drop, but I didn't catch if they got the fairy drop on the Helmasaur bridge.
That was Andy.
That was Andy, and so he was fine. That's terrible.
Wonderful Poke
Yeah.
RNG.
That's the worst, right?
I think so.
Well, it's slow enough that you can do it and then beat the roller on the way back
Yes.
and pretend that it was faster.
Yeah, exactly. Double wreck magic? What is this?
Let's go. I learned today that you don't want to actually be like on grid when you use the beam there because the beams will get eaten by the brick. You want to be in
Yeah,
the
you want to be
middle.
in between the blocks.
Daaanty getting his fairy before he needs it.
It's okay, there's no way this will come back to bite him.
He'll be fine. Wow, he didn't even get iframes. I think he just dodged.
Just had a really nice chomps.
Look, Daaanty can have one nice thing this run.
Jesus.
Grab the arrows.
Oh, okay, Andy's fine. Doing some laser skips. Perfect.
I believe Andy has an emote for this.
Oh, we get the hard RNG again. Okay, we're fine. He doesn't really need the magic, so
No.
skip it. You can save a few frames by tapping A coming out of the pipe, and skip some of the unbunny animation.
Your blue frames is what we call those.
This backdoor Trinex looks fancy. It's actually easier than front door. So if
It
you're,
really is.
yeah, it seems scary at first, but once you
I
learn
don't
it,
actually
you're like,
know.
how do people do front door anymore? 'Cause
I
you get
don't
all-
actually know how to do front door Trinex.
You just flail and you hope that you don't get ice headed because you can. Oh yeah, you don't want those bombs. Although Daaanty has 4. Which is,
Let's go!
you didn't die yet.
Andy died in the qualifier earlier today.
Every run he pushes his death back farther, and
There's still time. We got 2 more splits.
you can still qualify.
Oh my god.
Why did that hit?
It's just a little slow. No?
They can go 125.
Andy said, if I play like you for the rest of the game, and then he said you can low 125.
Everyone my hat as well.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna move so you can see.
You gotta hurry up. He's only
what
got
he's
6
doing.
seconds left.
He's got the headphones on.
All right, into GT. Perfect.
Last hook speed of the game, unless it's not.
Oh, we hook climb too.
Yeah, last bonk of the game.
Definitely not the last bonk.
Oh,
We have at least one. We have one intentional bonk.
I'm trying to remember what the intentional bonk is. I know you can get torch key, obviously, but maybe.
It's to get over the gap
Oh yeah, after you get the arrows.
pre-Armos,
Yeah,
Ice Armos.
that's right.
And then you can optionally bonk in bombable wall as a spike
true.
bait manipulation. Not fast ROM.
Yeah, the fast ROM changes this fight a little. The Trinex head comes out at warp speed when you take the lag away, making the fight harder. Hook down, bro. Okay.
Okay. I
think
disagree with that one video
Yeah,
game.
I think you iframed a little bit too far to the left and ran out of iframes at the last second. So the area's not working.
My way.
Oh, hook! I love that hook shot. Keeps you from accidentally walking into the wrong portal. And it's time neutral.
So here's that bonk we were talking about. Good use of the hook there. I approve.
Oh, Mike arrows. Let's go.
Remember these guys? That's right.
They're back to ruin your Ganon fight. Oh, we're fine.
We still have 10
Still
arrows.
have enough
Everything's
arrows.
fine.
Didn't ruin the Ganon fight. You don't need those. There we go.
We're gonna get him anyway.
Gonna do them anyway? Okay, we gotta have 10 arrows at the end game.
I mean, yeah. If you don't want, if you want to make sure you finish the run, just go ahead and grab them.
Looks like Daaanty is also not going for Torch Key. It's the slowest of the keys, but not by that much. Gotta get those too.
There was an awful lot of lag reduction going on Andy's screen.
Oh!
All right, we're good.
I love that the spike is still moving with the arrow in it. Oh, he's still.
Yep, I said we're still good.
Let's go. Threading that needle. And Ganon Ball Z, let's go.
Very
That's
nice.
a RNG read.
Daaanty reminding himself to go the correct direction.
There's a reason we call it Rando Room.
All right, into the gauntlet. Well, we're halfway through it now.
Yeah, he's that
Which is
fast.
very, very good.
This has been a nice gauntlet. I don't know why he went that way.
He was trying to not get hit by the
Okay.
the BMOS.
Was he fine though?
He overdid it a little bit, but you know, it's fine.
We call Lambo 2 because you can
Another boss
two-cycle here.
refight. What happened?
If you 2-cycle on Lambo 1, you pop off, and if you 2-cycle on Lambo 2, you throw your controller.
It's funny how that works. Wizrobes are, for whatever reason, that's just one of the most satisfying rooms in GT.
It's really nice because it's like actually easy to do. So when you're a new player, it's
All right, Daaanty, you save
learn it
time
and feel
against
like a
Andy.
pro. Let's go. And you can also save time by mirroring out of this chest. Yeah.
Don't mirror out before you open that chest, though.
No.
That's really bad.
Do not open chests with Y. Yeah.
Just a little early.
You have to wait for the magic to.
That's actually surprising.
That looked like
Don't get killed here.
brains off from being able to. We're good.
Or jingle glitch. That would be bad too.
Well,
We don't have that problem anymore. we
yeah,
passed
I think
that.
it was too slow. Okay, you gotta have 10 arrows in the gauntlet, I guess. Well, you want to have more than 0, so it's actually probably a good grab. Wow, Daaanty goes for pumping strats there. It didn't work out though. He almost made it. All right, hover time. If you see Andy's portrait vibrating, that's what that is.
We don't have a shot.
I love it.
Don't worry, you're probably still good for the Ganon fight, Andy. We take those?
Aw.
All right, good cleanup by Daaanty.
3 cycles.
Solid 3.
And it's 3 cycles is the fastest you can get with any number of blue balls in the first 2 phases.
Oh, that did count.
wow.
Okay. I was
Okay.
surprised.
Dash?
Yes! 125 on life support.
It's okay. Ari can still save the day.
I was kind of hoping Andy was going to take my 5 seed, then he can play Relkin. That's true.
Okay, that was a very low dash. I think we're fine.
We're just going to get some spins here to make sure that we make it through phase 2. We should be okay. As long as we don't die here.
Not needed. Okay. Meanwhile, Daanty's just...
We're just going to wait it out.
Yeah, banging out the jingle. Does not want to offset all the sprites in the tower and have to start over. You walk through that door on the same frame.
Ganon also didn't want Andy to have a 125.
Okay. No.
Oh boy.
Okay. Use the lamp. It's okay. You can do this. You want to light that before the other one goes out, but if you don't, it's still you can still complete the fight.
All right, 2 for 2 on hovers.
And Daaanty actually like menued the hook shot here, which is pretty funny. So he gets to do strat. Ooh, are we gonna get a triple?
No.
No, okay. You can't, right? I don't mean Aga.
No,
I mean
you have
Ganon.
to do. There's a strat you can do, but it involves using the fire rod from the middle and
I see.
hitting both of them.
I think using the fire rod and miss torch glitch is kind of insane.
Oh,
so-
we got robbed on that one.
Well, they might be in the Ganon fight together. Nope, not quite.
We saved the 126.
Yes. Well, and he said 125 in life support. He actually meant 126. GG.
Yo, that's also got a 126. Let's go.
The race room will tell us.
You know, I'm used to looking at the race room and seeing it already completed because of the delay, and then I realized I'm actually watching this in real time, and that's not how time works.
No, it is not.
I guess Daaanty menued the hook shot, even though he could hover, partly because this is how he wanted to do Ganon.
Reasonable.
Hook shot iframes. He can also do something in phase 4 where he hooks the torch before doing torch glitch. I know some people like to do that.
Andy, I hope you done the race room. Oh boy.
We're fine. Just spam.
Yep, everything's
There
good
you go.
here. We getting oh, the moral support.
We call that the pug hug.
Looks good from here.
Oh, what? Was that a frame rule? Okay.
We take those. All right. GG's to both of
GG.
us.
I'm looking for it, but I don't have it.
Right there.
129.04 in the race room for Daaanty.
Yeah, you might have qualified for the, you might have qualified. I don't think the things are on yet. We're looking at crew to see if they can give us mics for.
I think it's on now.
All right.
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you now.
Oh, perfect.
Amazing. Yes. I could.
You could what?
I can hear you through someone else's mic now.
Oh, I'll just talk loud.
No, yours is good.
Oh, mine's not.
Yeah.
No, now it is.
What if we just
I think so.
make
Hello?
this work?
There we go. If we all just get in real close.
Yeah, the lighting's
Good in here? Oh man, now I'm hot.
There,
we go.
there he is.
Now you're hot. Am I hot? I think I'm hot now.
All right, we're good. We're good now. All right, GG's, guys.
Yeah, thanks, GG's.
Yeah, get good comms. The bits and pieces that I heard of it from up there.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Minus my Hera bomb jump fall after super showboating over here.
What I liked about it was that it was just a nice throwback to a bunch of strats we just don't see anymore these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, like menuing poorly on my end.
I wasn't going to mention that part.
I did that too.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it was a good time. And I forgot what text boxes were until today.
That's the thing.
I think my first run here this weekend, I mapped at the throne room.
Perfect. It's exactly how you want to start it off. You
Yeah.
just remember what all the buttons do.
Mashing with X.
Yep.
I've done that at Zora, I think, too, in the past, and felt really smart.
Yeah.
So,
I think my favorite part of the race is when you almost did diver down in swamp.
well, I did it. I was kind of being dumb, but I mean, 9 blue balls. I really didn't think I was gonna have a time as good as I did. So.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's right.
Oh, see, this is what was great mentally, was that I didn't know what my PB was and where I was.
Yeah, it's actually been really great just doing runs without any concept of like what kind of pace you're on. Mm-hmm. It's been
sure.
real nice.
Yeah. Even if I don't remember any of my time benchmarks anymore, so I wouldn't have known.
That just
anyway.
makes it even easier.
Yeah.
I bet it does.
I think Desert Torches is my last benchmark, and then everything else is just gone.
So it's like 16 flat, right? Like,
Yeah, okay. I think I have a 1602 once ever. But usually like 1610 is I'm
yeah,
happy.
it's a good spot to be in.
This is where I'm just confused because every time like you guys and Matt back home or whatever, like in Twitch, just talks about numbers. I'm like, I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I don't know why we care so much about these things. They're not important.
Yeah.
It's just the last one. But
Yeah.
yeah, wait, you
That's fun.
got your runs in.
Yeah, I finished.
You plan on playing in brackets if you qualify?
I'll play in brackets. I mean,
Nice.
I won't, throw that one in too. But I guess like this was a good run for not playing for like what, a year and a half. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll call it a PB. So the disaster run is the next
no
run.
major mistakes.
Yeah.
That's what NMG stands for.
No major
major-
disasters.
His stakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. This was good. This was good. I'm glad we're doing this tournament as well
Yeah,
as the rando.
I mean, I'm kind of apparently the mastermind behind this entire thing. I'm not trying to like, I don't know. I had the idea. I
Let's
was like,
gas
can
you
we-
up a
can
little
we-
bit. I mean,
No, I don't want to do that. Unless I'm not comfortable.
No, okay. We'll make him uncomfortable. Your rock really has done a lot of work with this with the team. I think it's like Angry Pants, Fox Lisk. Who am I leaving out?
The entirety of
I
the
honestly- I would
SGLIVE
think
stand.
that-
Oh yeah, Duck
Yeah.
also did things. No, I had this idea
Don't
last
gas
year.
Duck up. Come on.
That's why we're talking about his idea now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought the idea to SG staff last year, and they were extremely receptive to it, and so I'm glad they let us
Yeah.
bring this here and do this, and I think everybody's had a lot of fun. This
Yeah.
is the first race that we've actually like gotten on stream. There'll be bracket races tomorrow. I'm sure we'll work into the schedule, but
It's been really cool, I gotta say, as like a rando.
I don't know if they'll be
seeing
quite
more-
like this, but we'll probably we'll try and
I mean,
maintain
they
a
can
similar
race each
level.
other again.
Yeah.
Sure, they could.
Yeah, see you in the finals, brother.
Let's go.
Maybe my area get up will trick the game next time, because it didn't really work this time.
I think you have to start with the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta.
It
yeah,
saw you
yeah.
put the hat on, so it just knew.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no, it's been super cool seeing people do runs. You know, it was kind of like a one-time thing at SGL in person for fun in the past. And
It was in this room actually.
yeah,
like
and
right
now-
over there.
And now it's like we get to see the whole thing. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate you guys, humoring us.
Thank you for letting us bully you into doing this.
Every time I heard
It took a lot of bullying. I was like, Daaanty, you're
Yeah.
doing it, and he's like, yeah, all right.
I owe it to everyone.
Yep.
But every time I heard my name on comms from up there, I was like, what did I do wrong? Did I forget something?
No, you were all good.
Shout outs to Secretly a Sliver for giving me the little doc to make sure I didn't forget anything.
Yep.
I yelled some chest at Daaanty too. I was like, yo, don't do this.
I was literally going to Compass in Turtle Rock until he said don't do it. So I was ready for it.
I mirror out of here, and then I go to this other check, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, wait, just the right chest and roller, right?
Yes. Oh, man. But yeah, if I qualify, I'll play, and looking forward to getting absolutely crushed, probably at the lower end by playing someone. Maybe I'll have to play Ari.
You might actually be the current 16. He's 14. Okay, you're
Listen,
safe.
if you guys
you
aren't
might have like
qualified-
Relkin.
I think he's
If he
currently.
beats me, he'll never in one-on-one. He'll never let me live that down.
What's worse, losing to Relkin or dropping out to Relkin?
I don't know. Neither one. No, I love Rocket. If we get matched up, that'd be kind of fun too. So.
Yeah. If I'm like middle of the pack and I get Airy round 2 or something, I'm number 10. That's
You're only 4 ahead of me, brother.
yeah.
I'm coming for you.
I'm glad you added on to that. Yeah, that time was like, okay. If I had gotten Torch Glitch, I would have been way happier with that time than without Torch Glitch. But
Yeah, you could have been probably like 7th seed or something like that.
yeah. And then I would have just been playing myself, apparently. 7 plays 10.
Yeah,
First
exactly.
bracket. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll join the late night one. We'll see what I do tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
A little sweatier, maybe.
Yeah.
We're not sure how. For everybody at home, we are doing one more qualifier after the play-in race from the
For a link to the
random
past
tournament.
randomizer.
Okay, we like to try to lure in all the random players who are out of the tournament.
Yeah, everybody
Yep.
that's done with that, come play NMG and
The last
have
thing you
fun
want
with
to do after the play-in race is play
exactly.
Link to the Past.
Yeah, just play more Link to the Past. We're not sure if it's going to get streamed or not, since it will be pretty late in the night, but we'll see.
Oh, well, thanks, guys.
thanks,
again.
guys.
And
Yeah.
see you guys real soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see y'all again soon.